Hi, everybody. It's me, Max from DexFXMarkets.com, and we're here trading 5-minute signals tonight. Very exciting. We didn't have any fire off right there, but I just did a trade, and let me pull up my account. History, transactions, view history. There we go. I'm doing some 5-minute signals in here, 5-minute trades, looking at markets, all that kind of good stuff. So let me put that on my 5-minute here. I'm just creating this first one I did tonight. So I'm sort of just creating the spreadsheet, if you will. Not too bad. I'm also going to look at the, let me go over here and look at the charts. We're going to skim down the charts here right now. Oh, we got to buy. It's pretty close into. We're going to look at a buy on the charts, but see we're heading down on that process. For the sell, now we could be a sell at 32.36 on the USD CAD. 32.36 on the USD CAD. 32.36 on the sell. Now, because it's 2 pips higher, we'd have to go with 32.38. And since we don't have that, it's not there. Now, if I happen to break that, I can go back and look again, but I don't feel comfortable with that since we're sort of out of the money here. There is a small fall between on that pair. That's here at 32, it'd be like 32.37. 41, which is the next one up, is all the way up here at 39 because we're about 2 pips off. So there's no way it's piercing that. But again, there's no money on that one, right? So there's no money on keeping underneath. It's only 25 cents, you know. And that's what's really disturbing is that the signals themselves are great, but sometimes the pairs are not available, especially when there's not a lot of liquidity happening. They're not going to make this one available because they know it's going to be underneath, even if they give away $2. So why would they give away 25 cents? You won't make any money, right? That's just it in a nutshell. And if it happens like a spike, you're going to lose $97.75 to make 25 cents. So no thank you. Because that's only 5 pips, right? Let me see. Okay, we're just restarting right now. We're going to restart in 17 seconds. We're going to see if there's any firing off. So what I look for is I see if there's a signal on. And then maybe I can look at the charts to see if I can get in a better price. You know, that would have been one to kind of stay north of that process since we already started to go north of this 32, 35, 34 area right in here. This is where that's little pull down and push back up. You can kind of see, see the exaggeration. This little V. Now, if we push past here, becomes another really hotbed zone from about there to there. So it's only a couple pips, so it's not very much. All right, we have another buy signal on there, but again, whether or not it's going to push up, it'll be above that 32.36 line again. That's what I'm kind of looking for again here. So I'm going to jump back into Nadex 32.36 on the USD CAD. 32.38 is sitting there. Again, 36 would have been great. There's only $6 on that one. We're talking not very much. This is a gamble. This is a 50-50 gamble. Okay, so I'm not really liking that. And there's $6 bid offer spread in there, and I'm not really digging that either. So let's go back to see if there's any signals. And there was Euro USD on the sell, 0900. Let's look at the Euro USD, see if we can get it on exaggerated. Euro USD. Again, this market is sitting flat, but we're looking like a piercing here at this double bottom. So let's look at that, see if we can get in that. And what was that? 0898. Let's have a look over at Nadex, 0898 on the Euro USD. 0899 would be great. There we go. We got some money on that one. I'm going to go straight at market value, hit place order. Ooh. And do one and place order. Great. That should have went straight in. Now we'll and see if we can get that one. Probably get a little bit of pullback here on this candle. But we'll see what happens. Got about 2.5 minutes left. That's not too bad. As you see, I'm not, I guess you can kind of look around my room here. They got guitars and instruments, and I was never meant to be a trader. It's always been about trading the devices of playing music rather than anything else. Okay, doing too bad, so let's pop back in. 89.98. Now we're only 2 pips off, so we play the games of units and pips here, you know. So it's not very much. Could win, could lose, and I play the law of averages of keeping the money in tight. So we won 36 bucks last time. If we were to end up losing, we'd lose about 73 bucks here. So I'm not too worried about it. It takes a couple trades to come back, but there's a couple in the monies that were out of the monies we'll be getting as well, and we're hoping them. And this is nerve-wracking, you know, sitting here watching these trades happen and all that kind of stuff. That's why I like doing my dailies and my 1 hours and 2 hours, because I'm not really focused on the minute seconds. And here at the 9 o'clock hour, I'll come back and do the process of looking at the 1 and 2 hour trades, or the 1 hour trades up. So we'll see. Coming back into some of the money now. I never really look at the profit loss. This is a number made up by the market makers on Nadex, but not Nadex themselves, but the market makers. So whether or not these offers are valid for us to take is really irrelevant. It doesn't really have a per tick basis, like if it's 1 tick under or 2 ticks under. So I don't really care. And you see, just like right there, see a minus $8.75. Why? Why is it minus? You know, even though that they took all the other bids and offers off the table, these are probably from people that are in the system right now trying to get out, and they put in an order, a working order to get out at some sort of rate. So who knows? All right, so we got about 6 seconds left. I think we got this one here, another 27 bucks. So not too bad. So I'm going to pop over, back over to Signals. See, look at that. That's a pretty big stretch. That's a nice big jump down. So that one might be popping back. So another signal up, 09. So this one is the one that just expired. We got to refresh the screen here. I have a lot of stuff happening, so maybe the signal didn't refire. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them now. Euro USD on the sell again at 0900 this time. I don't know if I'm actually going to try to go for that one. If I go back to the charts here and go to Euro USD and look at that again. We're heading down pretty far, but we're coming back up again. Could exaggerate. So 09, yeah, that's probably a pretty good scenario to be in if we can find a good pair on it. 09 won't have anything on it just yet. 08.99 may get close, but that's a pretty big push there, heading down. So this impulse purchase here, impulse movement is pretty strong. It's going to try to come back up to touch right about 70% of this movement here, right about in here. I don't think that it's going to cut past 08.98 in that area. So that could be something we could latch ourselves onto, 08.97. Let's do that. I'm going to change it over to market order and do 08.96 and go. Getting this one for $32, not too bad. let's stay at that market. I'll take this moment to look at the news. I looked a little bit earlier. It's 8:56 right now, so there's not like a lot of stuff happening. We've already hit our main audio news. It's about 33 minutes. I'll probably trade for another 15 minutes here on the news. Let's back over to our trade. 08965, 08997 is our number. About 2 minutes and 40 seconds. This time 2. I'm probably going to open up a 1 hour trade window in a new tab. And I'm going to start pre-scanning the market here. Looking at things, again, news-oriented stuff. Remember, we said about staying away from 1 hour trades when news are 2 and 3 pull and manual. So these are important to know. So you stay away from those times using that information. There was some heavy news today. Again, this is the NFP week. As you can see, there's a lot of news earlier. This section right in here. So it's good to stay away. All right, so let's look at the charts. How are we doing over there? 896, still sitting there. Got about 1:40. Let's go down to the Audi. Now, after 3 o'clock, there's no real push for 5 of these pairs don't have intradays. 6750. Kind of getting a little bit of a buy pattern here, but squeezing into this support and resistance area. Let's look at Euro GBY. So 117.80 would be a good bounce area here. If it can stay above this 117.82, that'd be good too for this curl. Euro USD, of course, is one to head down. A nice steady movement down. We can kind of stay right around in this area. 0896, that'd be pretty good if we get any signals for that. So Euro USD, I'll look at. Great Britain Pound USD. It's a possibility, but it's running kind of flat. We can kind of stay below here. We have this margin, this, and there. Okay, let's go look. 0896.3. About 30 seconds left. Could push it a little. Seconds left. Now remember, I'm not trading a tremendous amount. There's not a lot of contracts riding on this. So it's not like if I lose one, I'm losing my rent or anything. So I keep a 10% mentality in mind, you know, if I'm trading. And at this point, I'm probably about 1% of my balance. 0896.9. That was pretty close. That was very, very close. Almost took that one out. I'm going to take those last 2 trades. It's at the top of the hour. So now I'm going to take my trades that I got so far this evening and put those on my spreadsheet here for my 5-minute trading. Here we go. This is the auto one that runs on the server, and this is the manual trading that I'm doing right now. Paste. I only do one at a time. It's that simple. Okay, it's that simple. So it's only about 94 bucks. You know, you figure it's one contract a piece. It's been a couple $100 tonight, you know, and started at 842, ended at 2100. So, you know, what did it take? Not too much to be able to do that. So, but now we're back over. We're going to be looking. All right, there it is. The Euro USD or Great Britain Pound USD is probably a good push here at 22.85. Let's go over there and have a look at that. We're going to come up to the Forex binaries. We're going to go to Great Britain Pound USD. We're going to be looking from 9 to 10, 8 to 10 margin right there. And what number are we looking at? 22.85, 22.85, 22.88, 22.78, 85. There is no 85. There's no 22.78. That's still out of the money. This could be something, possibly. So let's go look at the Euro USD, see if it fired. And it has. I'd like to kind of stay at that 0896, 98 area, 0898 on the Euro USD. 0898 has $35 on it. Let's do that one. That one's a no-brainer right there. Oh, I better flip on fast. Ah, crapos. I should have just did it at market. All right, 33.75 on it. Let's run down the list here. Let's have a look over here. USD JPY, Euro JPY. Why are there signals here, but they're not, or they may be on here, but they're not on here? Well, the bot system for the signals runs a little bit different than the chart system. The chart uses a little bit more information about support and resistance because it's on the system. The signals is a little harder to do that, okay, because we're using a dynamic pressure system on, which way the direction's going. So they kind of play on both sections, right? So don't feel like, oh, Max, your system's messing up. These arrows are dynamic to this system, and it's very difficult to recreate into a MetaTrader 4 complex of the trades. So we keep it very real here by having both systems on. Use them as checks and balances. So let's go down again. AUD USD, nothing. Euro JPY. We could have something here. I would probably say anywhere between 117.80 and 82 in there. Let's look at that Euro JPY. Let's look at the 10 o'clock Euro JPY. God, I forgot the numbers already. 117.80 on the buy. 117.80, 79 would do. 79 would do. That's only 21 bucks. 22, 23. There we go. Place the order. See if it's not gonna. Hate to try to push that to try to make it happen. Yeah, now it's gonna push out of it. If it doesn't pick it up in a second here, I'm pulling off. There it is. Okay. That's good. So that's the Euro JPY. Let's go down and look at the USD CAD. I'm probably sitting on a sell. No sell on that line. Because I'm not trying to make a trade just to make a trade. USD CHF wouldn't be on. USD JPY would. This would be in a buy pattern. We are negating there. And my line, my secondary lines is right here, right in here, and right here. And that's pretty good. And that's 108.10. 108.10 on the USD JPY. Let's pull these back in. 108.10. 108.10 from the 8 to 10. 108.10. There it is on the buy. But it's already started to move some. If I was going to do this, if it was going to pull back, I'd put a working order on for about $75 to get $25 profit margin, call it the night. From that position, done. Now, we just came into the line of being able to jump back over to 5 minutes right after the top of the hour. I would not suggest doing multiples in this line. If you have the position to be able to do that, do so. But if not, then don't. Don't push your luck. But just for the sake of grins, to be able to keep the old noggin fresh. There was no signals fired off at that time, but let's have a look at the charts. We're right exactly at the 5 minute time period. Euro USD is a little bit scrambled all over the place. Let's look at the AUD USD. Nothing peculiar we did get a pass over. We may be able to be staying flat on this side of it, but I would really want to stay at someplace complete. So right here to right here. 67.53, 67.53 on the AUD USD. That's starting to rhyme, and it's not my time. That's right. 67.53. You see again, 67.55 would be perfect. Let's do that one right there. And place order. What? I guess I gotta put one in. Place order. Thank you very much. All right, I'll let that do its thing. Let's see what happens. All right, got about 3 minutes left on that. 67.54, 67.55. These guys are going to be here for an hour. I don't suspect you to be here for an hour. So on my system here, on this 5 minute, we're going to put some 1 hour trades on the sheet, and I'll leave the sheet in the link to the sheet in the description, so you can have a look, see if it won or not. Okay, and let's put the information. Oh, we gotta freeze that line too. Freeze the line and up to the fourth row. Yay. Okay, now let's go over to here. Copy. Let me teach you how to do this. Why do I do this? Because it's important to know what you've been doing and where you've been, what you've done. So it's always good to have that information. And I've been doing this for so long now that the process is pretty clear. If I want to be successful, I need to know what I've done. I think in the show, in the movie Cars for kids, Tow Mater says, why do you use your rearview mirror? Somebody asked him, and he goes, how do you know where you're going if you don't know where you've been? So, it's pretty exciting to know that this has been part of my life for years now. All right, well, this is Max Farrow, and I have my meeting to get to, and I'm going to be showing these trades being done over the next couple of weeks. We're going to be doing this each night, so please bear with me. If you make sure that you have a look in the description for the link to that process, I'm pretty sure we're going to win that 5 minute trade that we're on here, as well as the other trades here as well. I'm Max Farrow. This is DexFXMarkets.com, and look forward to seeing you inside. And as always, trade well. Hey everybody, it's me, Max Farrow again. We're back here. It's September 30th here. It's a little bit later. I had a meeting that I had to get into and had to pause the stream, if you will. But let's have a look and see what's going on. The three trades that we put on earlier looked like they're doing pretty good. That Euro JPY sitting at 117.79 is now up to 83. And we finally got some green money on it. That's good. Again, not too worried about the profit loss areas because they're really all made up anyway. Oops, what just happened? Okay, scared me. I thought they all just disappeared. That was a different screen. That's pretty wild. Euro USD sitting at 108.98 on the sell. Not too bad either, even though that's in an opposite direction. We got about 9 minutes left for those 80 or 08.92, but sitting at 98. We're about 6 pips in, looking pretty good. 08.10 on the USD JPY sitting positive 7 pips. Digging that as well. This is another big, huge set of wins for us tonight. Here in about 4 more minutes, I'm going to pop in to see if we could do an end of the hour. I don't like trading at the end of the hour of 5 minutes, but we're going to go back and look over. But we're going to start going and look at the 2 hour trades about to pop in, and we're going to go have a look at that to see where we're doing at. Now, most of you know that trading these signals is all about really about taking your time, going through the charts, really learning how to trade the process, and really seeing your opportunities and when to seize and when not to seize. Knowing that certain pairs, when they reject the status of previous highs and lows, this whole process becomes very artistic, if you will. It's not really about the technical side so much as it is about the artistic values of being able to see relationships with areas of support and resistance. Just because the green and red lines are on there doesn't mean that that's the only ones. These become areas of inclusion, okay? And to really get it closer down to dynamic to the time frame, especially on a 5 minute chart, excuse me, you'll begin to see these small relationships of higher lows as this is starting to go up. But then this really does become a channel, if you will. Like this whole area becomes a super channel of inclusion for that particular pair. Okay, so it doesn't mean that if there's a huge push, even if we kind of put a marker there, that once it broke down through this process, could it stay below that for a certain period of time? Again, these are all things you learn through the solutions of learning how to trade with DexFX markets and the charts and the systems. Signals is just one tool, like our charts are, like news avoidance, like knowing what the SMA is, to support and resistance, to the dynamic arrows that are on board that we call the MDM arrows. They're all tools. So signals are just a tool as well. And even though the Euro JPY and USD JPY fired off a signal, why didn't I grab them in our friends over on Nadex then? Simply enough, the Euro JPY did, and so we got into that one, but it wasn't the 1079. Oh, yes, it was. See? So you can use to grab the signals, but the Euro USD wasn't in that signal. Why did we grab that? Well, because we had opportunity. That's it in a nutshell. Now, sometimes last second stuff fails, stuff wins, stuff loses. It all really depends. When we get down to that last little couple minutes of the day or of the trade, you're going to get these zones pushed. So you got to be careful, right? You have other opportunities at that point. Could we get into more trades here at that point, like the Euro JPY firing off right now? This all really depends on you and your positions. I wouldn't suggest getting greedy. 117.79. It's only sitting at 1 pip up. I mean, you could end up losing that trade. We went there at 107.79. It's got only $14 on it in that trade series, so I wouldn't bother getting into more. I mean, if it was like really, really good, I'd probably look at it. But again, these numbers are the bid offer prices. These are what offered by the market makers, not Nadex themselves. So I probably wouldn't trust this time frame right now. I mean, even though that it's pushing, what your profit loss is at this point. Okay. All right. Again, we're not going to trade the last 5 minutes of the system, just so we can keep an eye on it. Now, also, some of you know that we have a automated trading system as well that we call the ZDON system, and that ZDON system is a very powerful network of major. The first release of it is 3 bots: the Dex Trader that trades our dailies and ATMs at the monies, and our TNT Trader system that trades the 1 and 2 hour signal system. And then we have our most beloved 5-minute system that's coming out here too. That's pretty powerful, off of our 5-minute TNT signals that you see right here. Now, these automated systems are very powerful, but very expensive. So we also have payment plans and all that stuff. So if I'm showing you right now that our live systems, our real systems, work by trading manual, that you can make money trading manual with our systems. It's just a matter of learning how to do it and follow that dynamic that we talked about. But sometimes you can make really good money with automated system as long as you use them correctly. And we teach you how to do that. So if you're interested in learning how to trade, be a part of it, join us. For those of you that are just watching to watch me trade, learn some things from that, that's fine too. Okay, so we got some news that was firing off. Let's go back up to Monday. We're on our friends over at investing.com. Where are we at? Current. So many things in here. Yep, 2130, already fired. Kind of pushed our numbers around just a little bit, but not too bad. Okay, got about 3 minutes left. Looks like we're sitting pretty on 0891, 97. That's about 7 pips. And then we got 10, about 8 pips there. 3 pips on a Euro JPY. That's a little disconcerting, but it's still sitting there. Most people ask me at this point, well, Max, what about scalping? You could scalp out for that $24 that's in there. Why wouldn't you scalp out and get that $24? Well, because I'm leaving $9 on there, $8 on there. And that will affect my bottom line. So I make sure that, unless there's like heavy news or I've made a wrong decision or, I've looked at the market and I went, oops, I got into the wrong way, I don't scalp out. And I don't scalp out because there's no clear indication of when trades are losing to when they're winning other than market area. And if I play that well enough, the law of averages is that if I play my intuition on that process well enough, that I should always come out ahead at the end of the day. Okay, 117.85, about 6 pips above now, so we're doing pretty good. I think this is a very clear run. We've got about 2 minutes left. I will end with these trades tonight. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to look at the 10 o'clocks, and then I'll leave you there to see if there's anything at the 10 o'clocks for a midnight trade pack, to see if anything fires. And we'll go through that process here tonight. All right, got about a minute 40 left. And hey, this is real time too, folks. So I'm not speeding around. Don't be bored. 08's 98, 08, 89, up back down to 81 again. We popped up 6 pips back down, pretty close to, okay, still sitting at 3. You know what's funny? Get down to the last 5 minutes on any trade. Doesn't matter if you're trading 5 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, dailies, doesn't matter. That last 5 minutes is still nerve-wracking. Getting that last 30 seconds, and if you got 2 or 3 pips in that last little bump, you're like, getting a little nervous here. Not that that's too big of a deal. It's a loss of $78, and we'd have about 3 trades to make up for it, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be okay here. My favorite part is taking all the information after the fact, compiling it into my little spreadsheet, and seeing the data compute. That's what I like to do. I like that part of it. But once these went off, we're going to go check that, and then I'll move everything over, and you can stick around for that part of it to see what the grand total is. But I'm going to do the market analysis on those 3 systems. About 30 seconds left. Now this is where they clear out all the other contracts, disappear from the market makers, so we're left with just the market. Any other traders that are out there that either made mistakes or they put offers or bids on, from that solution out there. So there's probably not too many people in that having this on here right now, because I'm not going to lose $33 to get $3. And 1 second left. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All 3 of those. Now you watch me put those on, and you watch them all win. So now let's jump back over to DexFX Markets, and have a look at the 1 and 2 hour. We're going to look at the 2-hour process here. We can also look at the 1 hour to see if there's anything better in that point. But I'm going to float down to 2 hour. We got 3 signals that fired off right at the top of the hour for the 1 o'clock session. What? Oh, 00 session. I went 1. Wait, that looked like 1 o'clock for the midnight session. 000. So let's have a look. USD/JPY on the buy 108.10. Let's look at the chart too, though, because what we're looking for on the buy 108.10. Here's 108.14, sitting at this little pull down level here and this level here. That looks pretty strong. If we draw a line from there to there, we can kind of see that this kind of gives us a resistance area here as well. A support area, I mean. So let's have a look at that. We might get some pullback. We got a good uptrend. We got some protection on the bottom side. So that's 108.16, where the signal's calling it 108.10. So let's go look at both of those to see what they are. USD/JPY. We're going to hit refresh down here. Forex USD/JPY. We're going to do 12 a.m. 108.14, 108.60, 108.18. Sitting at 19 right now. 108.14 sitting at $25. 108.10, which would be 108.12 on the site. 108.10. I'd probably say the 14 would be good enough. Let's pop that on. Let's do market order on, and let's put 1 contract in and hit 24. And we can go that route. Now, if we really wanted to get really down and dirty here, what we can do is go back to the signals, look at the USD/JPY on the buy at the midnight expiry. And we do that by heading down here, going down to our monthly statistics, going all the way over to the, there it is right there. And we're looking at the USD/JPY sitting at 100%. So knowing that, but that's sitting at 109.10 or 109.10, whatever it was, 108.10, right? Not 108.14. So I don't know what that success rate is going to be. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to keep it at 1 point, $23, and let's see if we can punch that now. There we go. Boom. So we got about $24 on that trade. We're going to stay with that solution there. Let's go over and go back to DexFX. We're going to look at the Euro USD. Now, the good thing is that the buy on the USD base pair and the sell, Okay, so if this was a buy and then a buy, I'd be a little hesitant. But because the quote pair is sitting on the opposite side, so there's no sell for the Great Britain Pound USD. Let's look at the Euro USD, and let's see what the Euro USD is sitting. Excuse me. On the monthly statistic, Euro USD also sitting at 100, and Great Britain Pound sitting at 100. So that's not too bad over the last 30 days, 100%. So let's go look at those ones to see if they have any money on them at that point. The Euro USD 109 or 1.0901, right at the buzz. We call the double O, right? So 90900, right in that area is just pretty strong. Because if we look at the chart, go to Euro USD. Go here. We're looking on the sell. 109.07, all the way down here between this resistance line and this line right here. That looks like a pretty good number. So let's go over to Euro USD. We're going to pick the 10 to 12 or 0900, sitting at $17. So it's not a lot of money on there. I'm not even going to push that one just yet. I'm going to go back over to the charts and we're going to have a look here at something else. 0999. So even though that we're down below, what I would be looking at is this relationship here, here, and here. See how we have a little bit pull back before it dynamically goes back up? That's not a coincidence. If we were to trace this out, this same level at 108.95 is huge because it's an 0900, okay, area. From 09, I'd say 10 down to 0990 is a pretty strong area that we're talking about. If we were to go back to previous times and look for 0990 again in that area, we'd see the same kind of resistance and pull through here. I would have really liked to see this market pushing past like this low right here, but this could also be considered another push of that process. But let me look at one more thing here. I'm going to grab this line to kind of look. Watch this relationship. You ready? Look at that relationship. That's pretty powerful. I would really have liked to see this down. I'm not speculating here too much. This little hilt here, because it could come back up to come back in this area, and that's 109.95, so 98. 96 area, 0896 would be pretty strong to be underneath. So 90, so that's 0892. 0896 I would really like to be. So what we're going to put in here, we're going to put 25. We're going to put one trade, one contract on, and we're going to place order. Now, if I'm sitting at the actual, right, if I'm sitting at the actual, which is a 2 hour, Euro USD 0901, where would that number be at? On Nadex is 0904. If I'm sitting here, I could put two contracts on and do all that kind of good stuff, right? So you could do that. You could put two contracts down, put it down for your 25 or whatever it is, okay, and place your order, okay? Now that'll go into a working order. If it does happen to pop up to that area and pick it up and sell it, that's got a pretty big success rate for the last 30 days. So that's something you could do as well. It's another technique. But you're going to pull some money into your reserve. Like I have about $230 in reserve now, okay? Let's go back over and look at the last one. Great Britain Pound USD on the sale, $22.95. Boom, boom. $22.95. $22.86. 95 is all the way up here. Again, 95 is for 2,300, another double O. That range becomes pretty evident here, okay? And we can kind of see, look, right here to right here. Let me draw that line out so you can see. I want to make this line thicker for some reason. Makes me feel like I have to make it thicker. There we go. Okay. This is the line we're kind of looking at right here. From here to here, there's quite a few. I won't say here, but this little knot that's getting knocked in right there. We probably even have to pull this up just a little bit to here. Kind of strafes them between everything right and there. And what is that? That would be 22.86, would be 22.88 on the website, Great Britain Pound USD. Let's have a look. 12 a.m. I've forgotten the numbers. 2286 or 2288. 2282, 2292. Again, this would be the one because we would have to be at 88. So if we were going to put on a trade, it would be there, and 2 and 25 and place order. This would get my working order on. Okay, so I did a choke up on the 108.14 compared, but if I look back to on that process, I'm not going to get in anything better with that solution. 2275, that's an OTM mentality. I could look at it, this hilt right here. This makes me feel really comfortable. 2282 is 2284, but again, there's 2282, no 2284. Could I push that level? Yes, I could. Because I know I'm going to get that movement. So guess what we're going to do? We're only going to put one contract down. We're going to do it market value. And we're going to place order. We're going to take that. We got two possibles. I don't know if I like the 0896 being on there. If it does pick up, it could end up losing on that process. So I'm going to kill that one. And leave the 109.04 on there. Okay? Well, these are just 2-hour trades. I'm not expecting to stick around with me till midnight. Inside the description of this video is the success rate. Now, if it's still before midnight, excuse me, even if this video has gone out, you can come back after midnight, or even the next day. I may not be around by midnight. I might be going to bed because I'm going to take some cold medicine. And I do appreciate everybody here. Just see how well it does. You've seen me win some trades tonight. You haven't seen me lose any yet, right? Well, I hope you do. I hope you see me lose trades because it's real then, right? You got to make it real. All right. I'm Max Farrell. This is DexFXMarkets.com. And as always, I really look forward to seeing you inside. I almost blew it. I really do look forward to seeing you inside. And as always, trade well.